How y'all feeling? Nothing like a little AC/DC to get the blood flowing, huh? How are you doing? I can't tell you how excited I am to be here with some of the best partners in the world and how honored I feel to be invited by Ingram, our most strategic distribution partner in the world, to be a part of their main event. I want to thank you for all the amazing things that you're doing for our customers around the world day in and day out. And if I compare this to, let's say, where we were at a year ago, where there was maybe a little bit more uncertainty from the macro environment or within the macro environment, our customers are much more confident about the direction of where they want to go, of where the economy is going, and they are ready to spend and invest on an unprecedented scale. And that presents to us a tremendous amount of opportunity because for our customers, they can no longer separate their technology strategy from their business strategy. It is one and the same. And so what I wanted to do is spend a few minutes and really talk about where we see the business going in the next 12 to 18 months as you think about your investments for your new financial years. And then we're going to make that come alive. Rather than me speak about customer examples, we're actually going to have a customer and one of our key partners come on stage and make that strategy and make that storyline come alive. So does that work for all of you? Yeah. All right. So Kirk talked about disruption. We're looking at this as eras of disruption. If I think about what we have been on in terms of a journey over the last 30 years, the first era that we made come alive was the rise of the PC. Then, together, we made all of those PCs connected, and we made came alive the rise of the internet. The next era was the rise of cloud and mobile ecosystems. Our good friends at Amazon this week are having their conference. They're going to have thousands of people there participating in that conference. And the scale of innovation of these hyperscale web providers is unprecedented. But I would submit to you that all of this has been building on top of each other. And the era that we're going to be embarking upon is the era of intelligence. That's where we are together today with an unprecedented amount of compute capabilities all around the world, connected things, connected devices. Our customers are looking to us as technology solution providers to decipher all of the craziness that's happening in the world and help them deliver more in terms of their business, help them grow their top line, help them grow their bottom line, and help them strategically differentiate in the marketplace. And so our view, and where we are placing our bets and where we're looking to prioritize, is to ensure that we can deliver a secure, intelligent platform for that digital business for our customers. And so what I wanted to do is spend a few minutes and talk a little bit about how we are looking at our security portfolio, the criticality of networking, how we will all prosper and thrive and help our customers succeed in a multi-cloud world, how we are going to help them unlock the power of that data and intelligence, and how we're going to help them transform the experiences that they can deliver to their workforce as well as to their customers. Now, top of mind for anybody in this room and any of our customers is the security strategy and the security posture of our customers. The best security offense starts with a tremendous defensive posture. Based on data and based on industry research, 40% of our customers have actually held off investments because they're concerned about their security posture and what will transpire if they make those investments and they don't have the right partners to work with in terms of the technology strategy and security strategy around that. Now, for you, that represents a tremendous service opportunity and a tremendous CAGR. The security business is growing 9% year-over-year CAGR for the next probably many, many years. And what we have done is we have spent over $5 billion organically and inorganically developing the broadest portfolio in the industry to protect our customers, what you can take to market with our customers, to protect them all the way from the endpoint to the cloud. We have assets that span the entire gambit of the portfolio, and most importantly, because we are looking at this as an end-to-end architecture, we have the ability to decipher and bring the intelligence of global threats around the world to every one of our customers that are investing with you in terms of security. Our Talos engine sees 20 billion threats every day. And just to put that into perspective, Google only sees about 4 billion searches a day. So think of the power of harnessing the intelligence of 20 billion threats and bringing it down to every one of your customers that are investing with you in terms of security. Because at the end of the day, efficacy matters. And customers that have an end-to-end security architecture, the efficacy of what the industry will typically see versus the efficacy of what they will see with Cisco is unprecedented. 100 days versus 3 hours. And if we look at some of the things that have been in the news recently, let's say the WannaCry attack, customers that had an end-to-end security architecture were protected, secure, and safe. Our customers will not spend until they understand what that posture looks like. And while there's a tremendous amount of point players out there, what we want to be able to do is enable you to take an end-to-end portfolio and an end-to-end strategy to market profitably. Now, one of the reasons that this threat landscape has grown exponentially is because the number of devices that are being connected to the network have grown exponentially as well. And that lends itself to a completely different way of how we need to take a look at networking and building the platform and the foundation for the rise of the machines. Now, even on a personal note, on Black Friday, I ordered a whole bunch of connected devices, Amazon Echoes, Nest thermostats, Meraki security cameras, so forth and so on, and I started thinking about, holy crap, I need to segment my own personal home network and make sure I've got the right security posture. I want to separate all these connected devices from the mainstream of my network. I want to separate what my kids are running on versus what the rest of the family is running on, so forth and so on. And so how we are looking at networking is by giving an unprecedented amount of scale via automation. And that's going to be the future of how we look at and how we take networking to market. It's all about automation. And as a former Cisco TAC director that had the core networking portfolio, I can't tell you the number of cases I would end up with where customers and partners were dealing with ACL issues just to provide that kind of separation and segmentation in the network. We want to be able to make that come alive through automation. And Gartner, who isn't always very favorable to us, gave us a great data point not so long ago in terms of the percentage of customers that are going to be prioritizing network as key and critical to their digital investment strategy. And so if you're already working with Cisco in terms of networking, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. If you're thinking about the journey with Cisco in terms of networking, where I would encourage you and where I would ask you to start would be with our Meraki portfolio. This portfolio, the partners in this room are growing this portfolio 40 to 50% year over year because what we have done with Meraki is bring enterprise-grade capability and married that with consumer-grade simplicity. The ability to cross-sell, upsell so many different offers from a Meraki lens and have that managed in one common single pane of glass is leading to a lot of incremental growth for our partners. And in fact, a quick data point, our partners that lead with Meraki typically end up growing their Meraki accounts 4x through the course of 2 years. This is a highly robust, highly scalable, very, very diversified platform that, oh, by the way, also provides you with extensibility opportunities for you to drive more in the way of integration within your customers' business pro workflows. Now, as we build that security architecture, as we protect that threat landscape, as we build the foundation for the rise of the machines, what we are also doing is laying the foundation for our customers to embrace a multi-cloud strategy. 85% of our customers out there around the world are going to be consuming workloads from everywhere. There's not going to be just the private cloud. There's not going to be just the public cloud. It's going to be a world of many clouds. And for a Cisco lens, at first I thought, hey, was it a little bit of a detriment for us not to have, let's say, an IaaS capability? And in retrospect, I look at it as, this is fantastic. As Cisco, now we are basically Cloud Switzerland. We are going to make our partners and our customers successful no matter how they're deploying workloads. This is the #1 investment priority for CIOs around the world. Based on a Morgan Stanley survey that was conducted earlier this year, multi-cloud and security were the top 2 investment priorities in that order, and also the top 2 priorities that are most protected in the event of any kind of macroeconomic turbulence. And that's lending itself to a tremendous service opportunity for all of you. And what I would throw out for your consideration as you're thinking about this journey with Cisco in terms of cloud, and how can you partner with Cisco, and how can you be more relevant and more effective in the world of multi-cloud, is an attached to strategy. Let us take advantage of that massive freight train that's out there in terms of cloud. If you're brokering cloud services, great. But your profitability and your margin profile in brokering those cloud services is not going to be significant. The way you unlock value, the way you unlock profitability, and the way that you unlock customer relevance is by doing much more in the way of advisory. And so what we announced a few weeks ago was our multi-cloud portfolio. It starts with the ability for you to take advisory services, your own services, coupled with different kinds of tool sets that we've developed that you can embed into your practice capability to ensure that you're driving more and more relevancy in those cloud conversations with your customers. We have then taken our world-class network capabilities and packaged them together in a Cloud Connect suite, because the network and the path to the cloud matters. Security to the cloud and security in the cloud matters. And that's our Cloud Protect portfolio. And then consuming those workloads in the cloud and how we manage that multi-cloud environment is so critical for customers, especially sophisticated customers that might have workloads deployed in multiple clouds. And that's what we've embedded into our Cloud Consume portfolio. So here's a set of recurring revenue capabilities for you to be able to take to market profitably, expand your opportunity as your customers are thinking cloud first and thinking about public cloud, and back that up with the ability to enhance your advisory capabilities and your advisory skills through a great partnership with Ingram. Now, what's interesting to me is while the CAGR for public cloud is nuts, it's 20% year over year through the next 5 years, the spend and the CAGR on private cloud continues to grow as well. The private cloud CAGR is 6% over the next 5 years in that same horizon, which means that customers are truly deploying workloads everywhere. And the beauty of your ability to partner with Cisco and what we can do together is we can truly offer that entire end-to-end strategy to a customer. On-prem, off-prem, doesn't matter. Converged infrastructure, hyper-converged infrastructure, public cloud, attaching, driving a protection strategy for that public cloud, driving the network path optimization, it doesn't matter. Together, we can make this entire world come alive for our customers. And as a testament to the industry recognizing the role that we, together, Cisco and our partners can play, at our Partner Summit in the Cloud Breakout that I hosted a few weeks ago, we had both Google and AWS, a Google Vice President and an AWS Vice President on stage co-presenting, validating our strategy. Now, I went to Alabama for undergrad, and having Google and AWS present is sort of like having Alabama and Auburn together for Thanksgiving dinner. It usually just doesn't happen, right? And I think that's a testament to what we can do together and how even the biggest cloud providers in the world are recognizing that it is truly a multi-cloud world, and we have to be able to serve our customers no matter how they want to be served. And so for us, it's all about ensuring that we've got the right solution for the right workload, and that's where we are in terms of this multi-cloud journey, coupled with specific offers that you can take to market. Analytics is top of mind for your customers as well. And I'm not going to dip into a lot of the details here in the interest of time, but I want you to understand, and I want you to think about, as you contemplate your investments with Cisco, how we can offer an end-to-end strategy in terms of analytics across the entire portfolio: security, network, data center, cloud, applications, IoT. The CAGR here in terms of analytics and customers' ability to decipher what it all means is nearly 12% year over year, which represents highly profitable service opportunity for you, in addition to the kinds of offers you can take to market with them. And a simple example from our security portfolio would be our Umbrella toolset. This is a great capability to protect our customers that are consuming cloud services, which, by the way, it's also in our Cloud Protect offer. But it's also a great opportunity for you to expand the conversation if, let's say, you're driving an Office 365 engagement. Or let's say if you're driving a Salesforce.com implementation or a Workday implementation or a WebEx implementation or a Cisco Spark implementation. Any customer that is contemplating a SaaS implementation right now, you can expand that opportunity by attaching Umbrella to it and make sure that they are more secure and more protected in that service that they're going to be consuming. And through a great partnership with Ingram, Umbrella, as well as many of our other SaaS assets, are already or will be available on their cloud marketplace to make it easier for you to transact with both Cisco and with Ingram. And then finally, how do we transform together the experiences that our partners can deliver to their workforce and to their employees? And the journey that we're on is to provide you with a tremendous amount of horizontal capability that you can then drive vertical integrations around. And whether I think about examples in retail, whether I think about examples in healthcare, so forth and so on, it doesn't matter. Our solutions can be tailored by you to ensure that we are meeting our customers and having the conversations with our customers the way that they want to be sold to. In our Spark portfolio, if you're already doing something with Cisco collaboration, fantastic. If you're not, I want you to think about our Spark portfolio. This is going to be our collaboration operating system. It's across our portfolio. It's powering our endpoints. It's a great platform for messaging, call, communications, Teams sharing, and more and more. And with our BroadSoft acquisition, while I can't talk about some of the details in terms of the roadmap as we go through an antitrust review, you can anticipate and you can expect that the opportunities that Cisco and Ingram can bring together to you to accelerate this portfolio are going to be unprecedented. Now, Kirk talked about managed services. We know that our customers are looking and turning to our partners, to all of you, to take that complexity away from them. They don't want to deal with running the IT shop anymore. They want their technology providers, you, to decipher that complexity for them so that they can focus on their core business opportunity. And so working closely with Ingram and working closely with a third-party software capability, ConnectWise, who's here at the event, what we've done is we've taken this entire secure, intelligent platform that I've been talking about, and we've made it available to you to take to market for customers that want to consume it as a managed service in a single pane of glass. StealthWatch Cloud, which is security in the cloud. The Meraki platform and all the capabilities. Umbrella, which is security to the cloud. And Spark, our collaboration platform, all available in a single pane of glass, monitoring, provisioning, billing, trouble ticketing, to simplify your ability to lead with an end-to-end Cisco platform as you drive managed service opportunities into the market. All, by the way, without changing your relationship with Ingram. You will continue to work and you will continue to transact with Ingram. You will work with Ingram for enablement needs. This is purely a middleware software opportunity for you to accelerate your managed service opportunity, and we would love for you to consider and contemplate leading with Cisco and this entire secure, intelligent platform. Now, we're all in business together, and it is imperative that as we talk about these opportunities and we talk about these offers, that we're thinking about profitability. We have built our strategy for partnering at Cisco around 3 key pillars. We want to simplify the experience that you enjoy working with us and working with Ingram. We want to drive a tremendous amount of alignment in terms of what we're asking our partners to go after in terms of the opportunity is the same thing that we're asking our sales teams to go after, which, by the way, what I walked you through is exactly the call to action that our sales field force has. And value exchange, how we drive an unprecedented amount of profitability and value exchange to the business that you do with Cisco day in and day out. And I encourage you to work with Susan and the rest of the Ingram team to learn about how we're evolving our portfolio in terms of front-end opportunity. We've simplified our registration process. We're driving a common registration program across pretty much the entire portfolio with things like account breakaway. How we've continued to enhance our back-end rebate strategy. How we're providing opportunities in terms of software lifecycle capabilities as you're driving more and more software and recurring revenue assets to market, and how we've delivered a best-in-class rebate strategy tied to our recurring revenue assets so that when you drive a recurring revenue offer like Umbrella or Spark, that you enjoy not just a one-time rebate for that deal, but you enjoy that rebate in perpetuity as long as you maintain that customer account. It's like having a parking garage in San Francisco. It's just money. Ongoing. Now, one of the reasons I love working with Ingram is because I think we have a very common view of the world, which is we partner for life together. For those of you that might not be familiar with this data point, I want to make sure, as I close this portion of the presentation, I share it with you. Our channel penetration globally for our business, all in across all segments, service provider, enterprise, commercial, public sector, across both product, service, and software, our channel penetration hovers between 85 to 90% of our entire business. There is not a single competitor of ours that can tell you that. 85 to 90% of our business is driven and led by all of you. And even as our business is evolving, as we get more into recurring revenue opportunities, as we get more into software, the penetration via the channel has actually increased. We've gone from hovering in the low 80s to hovering in the high 80s to the low 90s. And I know with what Paul and what Kirk have planned out for their next financial year, all the investments, this great event, the kind of learning, Ingram feels the same way. We both partner for life. And so if you're on the fence thinking about your investments with Cisco, I want you to walk away really with just 3 simple things. Number 1, we will enable you to deliver that end-to-end secure platform. Number 2, we're going to do it in a way where you enjoy unprecedented profitability so that you can invest in the different parts of the business that you want to invest in. And number 3, you will never run the risk with us of us trying to take those customers direct. We just don't do that. 90% channel penetration. So thank you very much for your time.